About a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon. Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started. Well, there's the former Dolphin, Jarvis Landry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Jets at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here. And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. A give up the middle to Akers. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Preston Smith there on the stop. You talk about this Miami defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot. I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield. And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right? I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop. Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. And it's 3rd and 4. When you talk about this Jets defense, this crew against the pass has been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they're going to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Now Cousins going to change it up. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now Landry. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and a couple. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. 4th and goal. The defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building anymore.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Cousins now. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Lamb. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Phillips now from the end zone.
Phillips on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
But first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try to gain that yardage back. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Landry now on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Cousins now on second down. Open man down the field is Henry. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. That's out to the flat for Akers. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around.
Here we go.
Here's Spears on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Right back to Spears. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Hurts throw here on target to Hurst. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 70 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to set down the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now Cousins. Being chased out left. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Zebra.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the 1st. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, we're good.
Throwing is Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
To throw, Cousins.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Cousins.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
This is 3rd and goal.
A loss of 10 brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Black. First.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. But how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to